Welcome to our Nourish Self-Care Circle yoga practice. We'll begin seated, so make yourself comfortable. Feel free to sit up on some height. You could place one foot in front of the other in easy pose or stretch both legs out in front of you if that feels better for your joints. And take some time to get settled here in your seat and begin to bring a little more length into your spine. Soften the shoulders down away from the ears and allow the palms to rest either in the lap or onto the thighs. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Start to connect to the movement of your breath. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. This practice will focus on Vishuddha, the fifth chakra located at the throat, known as your communication center. Start to feel the sensation of the breath as it passes in and out. Watching the journey of the breath as it moves in through the nose, down the throat, and into the lungs. And then as it leaves the lungs, travels through the throat and out the nose. And take a few more steady breaths like this, continuing to reach the crown of the head up towards the sky, making sure the chin stays parallel to the floor so the back of the neck is long. And take one more inhale. And as you exhale, relax your right ear towards your right shoulder. Keep the shoulders level, so just the head is moving. And you're welcome to adjust the angle of your chin until you find what feels like the perfect stretch for your neck. You can stay exactly as you are, but if you'd like to increase the intensity, take the back of your left hand to the back of your body. To add more depth, you can keep sliding your hand across the lower back towards the opposite hip, but make sure the torso stays squared forward. Continue to take steady breaths here. As you exhale, release your left arm, and then inhale your head to the center, sitting tall. As you breathe out, take your left ear towards your left shoulder. And shoulders stay level. You can adjust the angle of your chin, and then notice the sensations occurring. And if you'd like to increase the intensity of the stretch, take the back of your right hand to the back of your body, sliding that hand across the lower back towards the opposite hip without twisting the torso. Keep yourself squared forward. As you breathe out, release your right arm. Inhale your head back to the center. As you exhale, slowly tip your head back, lifting your gaze towards the ceiling, only taking your head as far back as feels comfortable for your neck. And then lift your lower jaw, your bottom teeth up towards the sky so that you stretch through the front of the throat. And keep your breath steady. Lift through the chest. And take one more inhale. And as you exhale, relax your chin towards your chest, opening up through the back of the neck. And you can stay like this, or you could interlace your fingers. Take your hands behind your head, elbows in beside your ears, and then gently draw the back of your skull up into your hands, very carefully. As you exhale, release the arms down. Inhale to lift your head back up, chin parallel to the floor. Give your shoulders a few rolls. And stretch your legs out, give your knees a little shake. And sit up towards the top of your mat with your knees bent and your feet flat to the floor, about hip width apart. You can take your hands behind your thighs to support you, or extend your arms forward for more core strengthening. Take a deep breath in. With your core engaged, as you exhale, slowly start to roll yourself all the way down onto your back. Your hands can walk down the backs of your legs. You can also always just drop back onto your elbows if that feels better for your body. Once you've come all the way down, hug your knees in towards you and take a little rock from side to side. With your knees to the center, slowly lower your feet down to the floor. Place them hip-width apart and parallel with your heels underneath your knees. Bring your arms close to your body, palms turned down to support you, and tuck your chin in slightly so the back of your neck is long. As you exhale, sink your lower back down into the floor and engage your core. Press into your palms and your feet. As you inhale, slowly lift your pelvis, peeling your spine off the mat one vertebra at a time. Shifting weight towards your shoulders as you rise up. Keep your knees parallel, pressing the hip bones towards the ceiling as your knees stretch towards the top of your mat. Keep sinking your big toes down. And then draw your breath down into your abdomen so that each time you inhale, the belly rises up, and each time you exhale, it gently falls. You only lift up as high as feels comfortable and safe for your body, and feel free to come down at any time. We'll take one more big breath in here, and then go slowly as you exhale, lower your sternum, the back of your rib cage, then your lower back, and your tailbone last. Once you've come all the way down, hug your knees into your chest, placing one palm onto each knee. And keeping the chin tucked in slightly so the back of the neck is long, take a very deep breath in. And then engage your abdominal muscles. And as you exhale, lift your forehead towards your knees, rounding through your spine. If your neck has tension, you can always support the back of your head with your palms. You can stay like this, or as you inhale, reach your hands for the outer edges of your feet. Tuck your head in between your knees, coming into cannonball, curling up as tiny as you can be. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And take one more breath in. And as you exhale, hands onto your knees, slowly take your head back to the floor. And then quietly lower your feet down to the mat. Slide your hands underneath your pelvis, palms turned down, thumbs touching slightly. And then stretch your legs out long. Keep your heels close together and let your toes relax to the side so your legs form the shape of a fishtail. Let your pelvis sink down into your palms. And just check in with your neck. If you woke up this morning and your neck's not feeling 100%, then I want you to just stay here and enjoy your breath. If your neck feels strong and comfortable, with the pelvis sinking into the palms, engage your abdominal muscles. And as you inhale, lift from your sternum, tucking your elbows in to support you, come to rest lightly on the back or the crown of your head and soften your lower jaw. Matsyasana, fish pose, a big opening for the throat, for the chest, and the abdomen. Only stay here as long as it feels comfortable for your body. While you're here, take very deep, expansive breaths. Try to relax your legs. And take one more inhale. And as you exhale, slowly slide the crown of your head away from you until your chin tucks in slightly. Then bend your knees and plant your feet flat to the floor so you can release your hands onto your abdomen. Slowly tilt your head from side to side as if you're trying to touch each cheek to the mat. And return your head to the center. Tuck your chin in slightly. With your hands on your belly, your feet can stay flat on the floor, or you could bring the soles of the feet together and open the knees in a reclined butterfly. And soften your gaze or close your eyes, and just notice the energy moving in your body. Drawing deep breaths down into the abdomen so the belly rises up into the palms. Each time you exhale, let go of anything that's no longer serving you. And take one more big breath in. And a long exhale. And reach your hands down to the outsides of your thighs if you're in a butterfly, and carefully guide your knees back together. With your knees bent, feet flat to the floor, interlace your fingers, take your hands behind your head, and tuck your elbows in beside your ears. And take a big breath in. With your core engaged, as you exhale, curl your forehead up towards your knees, using your hands to support the weight of your head so you gently stretch the back of the neck. Chin tucked in. And take one more inhale. And as you exhale, slowly take your head back to the floor. Release your palms. If there's any lingering tension in your neck, you can tilt your head slowly from side to side, or you could hug your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. And then carefully roll yourself onto one side or rock yourself up to sitting. If it feels okay for your knee joints, come to sit in hero pose, the knees and feet together, shins on the mat, sitting back onto your heels. If that doesn't feel good for your joints today, then sit in easy pose with one foot in front of the other, crossed legs. Lengthen up through your spine. Place your hands onto your thighs or the fronts of your knees. Draw the shoulders back and down, gripping the hands into the legs slightly as if you have claws on the ends of your fingers. We're going to practice something called lion's breath, which is a breath that is very stimulating for the throat and the jaw. I'll demonstrate it once, and then we can practice it together. With your hands on your legs, gripping into the legs slightly, long spine with the chest lifting forward and up, shoulders back and down. In lion's breath, we take a deep breath in through the nose, and then we exhale through an open mouth very forcefully. And as we exhale, we draw our drishti, or gaze, to the third eye point between the eyebrows, and we stick our tongue out. Okay, so watch once, you can see, and you can have a chuckle at me because it's a pretty funny looking pose. So we start with our deep breath in. So as you can hear, the exhale is very forceful. Stick your tongue out as far as you can and draw your gaze to the third eye point. Okay, when you're ready, we'll begin. Take a big breath in. Let's practice that 2 more times. Inhale. Last time. And come back to a natural breath in and out of the nose. Keep your gaze soft or your eyes closed, and just notice how you feel. Lifting your seat away from your heels or coming to kneeling if you're in easy pose. Align your knees hip-width apart and parallel. You can have the tops of the feet on the floor or the toes tucked, so just find what feels good. And then place your palms to your lower back, fingertips pointing down, baby fingers touching slightly. Roll the shoulders back and hug the elbows towards one another as you lift the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. We'll take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly start to relax your head back just as far as feels comfortable and safe for your body. Use your palms to press in and down towards the earth to keep your lower back long. Keep drawing your navel in and up, lifting through the chest. And here you can either relax your lower jaw and exhale through an open mouth, or you could extend the lower jaw or the bottom teeth up to stretch more through the front of the throat. And take a couple more breaths here, keeping the shoulders back and down, chest and throat open. And engage your core as you inhale, draw your gaze forward. Take your palms off your low back and plant them on the mat in front of you. Spread your fingers wide, tuck your toes, and on an inhale, press up to downward dog. As the hips lift up high, sink your chest towards your thighs and lengthen your spine. And slowly as you inhale, walk your feet towards your hands, taking your time till you arrive in a forward fold at the top of your mat. From here, touch your fingertips down to the ground in front of you. Walk your feet a little wider than your hips, heels in, toes out slightly, and slowly lower down into a squat. Or if that doesn't suit your joints today, you can come down to sitting instead. We'll lengthen the spine, interlace the fingers, take the hands to the back of the head, and as you exhale, tuck your chin in towards your chest, elbows in beside your ears, as you round a little through the spine and stretch into the back of the neck, tucking the chin in towards the chest so that we're stimulating the throat. As you exhale, release your hands from behind your head. Use your inhale to bring a little more length into your spine. Draw the palms together in front of the chest or touch fingertips to the earth. And just take a few breaths here to be present in your body. And when you feel ready, you can carry on with your day. Namaste.